Alright, let's go over some of what I talked about with you today regarding this big old thing. So, remember, you're just having similar patterns being moved around. So the first line establishes the first pattern. All you're going to do is take that and move it up one octave, and then you take the same pattern, move it up one more octave. So it's just the same thing done in three different places. Now, this line number 4, that establishes the descending pattern. So very similar to the ascending one. But the ascending, we start with basically the whole step, half step pattern, the half step, whole step pattern, and then the 2 whole steps. So that's whole half, half whole, whole whole. The descending, we go, and think of it this way, like 12, 13, 15. That's the half whole, whole half, whole whole. So basically this pattern right here, well, that's the same as that. We're just descending. So this pattern here, that's ascending it, that's descending it. So we're going here, that's the same. These are the same notes. And then we finish with the whole step, which is basically that right there, but just in a lower place. But yeah, we're just taking this and then moving it down an octave, and then moving it down one more octave, resolving to that A note. So, no need to use a metronome, but you can. The idea is to get this thing memorized and just be able to play it. It's just something you can do at whatever pace feels okay. So this way, you keep drilling this picking, like the picking and hand synchronization idea, just over and over and over again. So you go nice and slow until it starts to become really natural. Just focus really hard on memorizing what's going on first. And as you get more comfortable with it, you will naturally, I assume, naturally just start going a bit faster as you feel more comfortable. Just make sure you keep it clean. I forgot where to go. That wasn't it. That hurts. So yeah, just naturally let yourself go faster. Now you can certainly do stuff with the metronome, but I would focus on one line at a time. So a good one would be like focusing on the third line, because it's much more difficult to make that those higher pitched notes sound clean. But make sure you end shifting into that next note though with the pinky, because that's how you're going to start the next bar. This way you're practicing the transition and all that. I think that about covers it for this thing. And the other thing I suggested was just do this picking pattern on all the scales. Every single one of them. Painful in a good way. And yeah, as far as like the what you have been working on, the step 3 there. No, you're starting on the A string now, right? You can always go back and like reduce it. So like go to one of the earlier steps and just work that up again, and then work up step 2 and so on. You know, so you can always just go back to doing the real simple thing of, let's see, where would that be? Start here. And then adding a string. Add a string. Back to where you were. Looping those things is a good idea too. Let me bring that up. Would that be this one? Yes. Because these are set up so you can definitely do repetitions there. So again, you can start with just like that. Just hit those 2 strings, and then just put that on repeat and just loop the hell out of that. Stay at a pace where you can very comfortably sync everything up. Just put on some video, a show, something that's like, you know, no more than 30 minutes long, and then just sit there and do that as much as you can throughout the whole episode or whole video, whatever you're watching. And just at whatever pace, again, you can play comfortably. To do it with an amp, though, so you make sure you can hear things, too. Because you want to make sure it all sounds correct. But just doing that, to really get it all in your subconscious, how it's all supposed to sync up. And then eventually, it'll just get easier and easier, so your hands are going to want to move faster. Everything will want to move faster when it gets easier. Do that, and then it'll feel really awesome. So any of the steps, so like what's highlighted there, or even doing this, just looping that. Yeah. So, yeah, start looping those things as well. So, any questions, let me know. And remember, when it comes to the theory stuff, so you're doing the minors next, right? So keep using that major scale, though. So, like for an A major chord or an A minor chord, you're still going to go up 1, 2, 3, 3 notes in the major scale, and then flat it. And then 1, 2, 4, 5. You're going to do a G minor chord, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, flat it, and then 1, 2, 4, 5. Diminished chord, same idea. If you're doing a C diminished, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, flat that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat that. You're going to make sure you get the correct notes of the major scale first, and then you change the major scale note to make sure you're getting the right notes. So, remember, you cannot mix sharps and flats in the same chord. Sharps and flats will not mix in the same chord if you do it right. Any questions? Let me know. I'll see you in 2 weeks.